Hey, it's Molly. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to do a special video for you on some energies that we're moving through in the middle of February. And I decided to just make it coincide with February 14th, Valentine's Day. And then, of course, you can take these energies and apply them to your life and really understand how they're showing up for you as we move through February. That has very big astrology. And I wanted to dive into it here and talk about some things that I didn't touch on in the Leo full moon video. So we're going to look at a few things here, and I hope it helps you connect some dots on what you're moving through in February. So as we move through February, we've already discussed and looked at how the North Node is at 27 degrees of Taurus and receiving a powerful trine from Pluto at 27 degrees of Capricorn. And this is a big deal energy, as this is transformation, evolution, moving forward into a part of yourself that you're ready to acknowledge. There's something rising in our psyche. That's what Pluto does. It really digs into the underworld, brings something to light that can be uncomfortable at first, but ultimately is meant to connect us to our power. And it's directing that energy right towards this North Node at 27 degrees of Taurus, which means the South Node is opposite at 27 degrees of Scorpio. So that's a significant energy. And then what we also have going on is the conjunction here between Venus and Mars, who are traveling together in Capricorn. Their exact conjunction actually begins February 12th and 13th and lasts for about a month. This is rare. But here's where I'm going with this, is that Venus is the ruler of the North Node. Mars, the ruler of the South Node in Scorpio. Scorpio ruled by both Mars and Pluto. And so here we have a conjunction between the rulers of the South Node and the North Node. And this is a new beginning, something coming together, yin and yang, anima, animus, feminine, masculine. But there's also this new beginning here, which I believe applies to what you have been moving through, working through, healing. There's something transformational about this time period where you could feel like you're finally turning a page, a new beginning, a new start, something powerful, something that is connecting you to what you really want. And maybe that's what you're discovering or uncovering. Well, what do I really want? Because now I see more of my value, my worth, what I need. And it can feel solid. It could feel stabilizing. And with this conjunction between Venus, again, the ruler of the North Node, and Mars, the ruler of the South Node, there's something that's newly beginning in how you're growing, in what you're releasing, in the karma that's been healed and cleared, and something rising within you that you're probably seeing. And I'm saying seeing because of the strong earth signs here, where you have Capricorn energy. You can see that there are 4 planets in Capricorn, and then that North Node in Taurus, as well as Uranus in Taurus. There's energy here that's requiring us to grow, to start again, to begin. And it feels like a clean slate. Capricorn is the third and final earth sign. It's a cardinal sign of initiation. You could feel like you're in balance and in alignment and ready to move into something new or different in your life that you've worked towards. Because Capricorn is about the work we put into something and the experience we accumulate along the way. Now, not only are Mars and Venus conjunct, but you can see here that they already made connections with this Jupiter at 10 degrees of Pisces, and this Jupiter is approaching a beautiful sextile to Uranus at 11 degrees of Taurus, further emphasizing the Taurus energies, and this is also ruled by Venus. There's something that has been shifting in our hearts, in our values, in what we want to create and express, in how we want to be seen in the world, in what matters to us. All the healing work you've done, everything you've been through to go into parts of yourself, to look at those shadows, to look at those things that are difficult and we don't always want to see in ourselves. I feel like this energy is taking us forward, taking us into some new places within our own mastery where you could feel like you're done with some of those karmic rides you've been on. You have a new sense of, there's like a declaration here, especially with that Mercury conjunct Pluto, that's very powerful. There's a declaration that you could be making to yourself around what you're ready for next, what you require in your life, what you require in your environment, in your aura, what you require in your heart, because now you have higher requirements for yourself. So it feels like this is not only quite beautiful and pivotal, but it's significant for what then unfolds as we move through February and into March. Because remember, Venus and Mars are traveling together for nearly a month, which is quite rare. And they are bringing you into a higher alignment, as well as more responsibility around your energy. This certainly pertains to relationship energies, partnerships, those you work with, your colleagues, those you interact with, and what you're doing about it. This also relates to soul mission, soul purpose, where you're really feeling perhaps stronger in where you're going next. And that Pluto working with the North Node in Taurus is opening up a new sense of understanding that you're worth it. You can have what you want. There's a connection here as well to abundance. That is something that Taurus is about. And when we look at how this energy of Jupiter, also abundance, connecting to Uranus in Taurus, I feel like there's something that we're opening up to, not only in our physical world, which is the earth sign energy, but in our spiritual selves, which would be the Jupiter and the Neptune and Pisces. There's something opening up. And after we have this energy here, Venus and Mars conjunct, they move forward. They're going to make a sextile to this Neptune, which also brings in more of this spiritual energy where you're evolving and growing, what you're trusting that you can't see yet, but that you have a sense you're moving towards something worthwhile, something that maybe has been calling to you, that resonates, that again, it's in the Taurus value systems, but there's been a shift in that. We're reprogramming these value systems so that they're more solid, they're more secure, they're more stable internally. Because yes, we've been moving through the Uranus in Taurus, which is destabilizing, revolutionary, unexpected, chaos, right? It's like the radical changes of our lives that we've been shifting through. But there's this beautiful connection to evolved spiritual Jupiter and Pisces that wants you to receive, to be receptive, to believe in what is possible even if you can't see it yet. It's just a really beautiful energy signature, and it's happening through this middle period of February. Now, this chart is specifically for February 14th. You can see here that the moon is in Leo, and the moon continues on through Leo until it reaches a very big, energetic Leo full moon at 28 degrees of Leo. I have another video for you on that Leo full moon chart, but the energy begins and is increasing here. And it just feels like there's something we're really meant to realize about where we need to go next, what's calling to you based on what you really want and desire, where you're ready to invest in yourself, invest in your future, invest in maybe parts of yourself that you haven't been in contact with before. And this Pluto wants you to go there. This is that empowerment energy. This is where there's a sense of timing involved, and we don't always know what that timing is. We're just trusting. Sometimes we're pouting. Sometimes we're complaining. Sometimes we're wondering, is it ever going to change? And I feel like February is when the shifts are happening if you're open to it and if you're willing to go into these parts of yourself that are coming through, that are like newly blossoming. And again, it's new energy because of how Venus and Mars conjunct is significant, but they're also the rulers of the nodes of fate. And Pluto is working with the nodes of fate. So again, a new chapter, a new beginning, a new start, something merging, coming together, unification, harmony, alignment. And it's looking at where this energy is in your own chart. So looking at where these energies of Capricorn are showing up for you and perhaps connecting them to the Taurus areas of your chart, as well as the Pisces areas of your chart, as these are very strong energies at this time. Now, one more thing I want to note is that this chart is for February 14th, known as Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day always happens when the sun is in Aquarius, which is about community, collective, your friends, acquaintances, people you know, people you have things in common with. And so this sun in Aquarius is not about romantic love, which is Leo. But hey, the moon is in Leo, so it could be the feelings or the stirrings of romantic love. But every year when the sun is in Aquarius and we have this Valentine's Day holiday, it's actually an opportunity to amplify collective love on the planet and bringing that into humanity's consciousness, activating that in a way that can be very unifying, that can be opening, that can expand us, that can take us beyond perhaps what we've expected or assumed about love. I feel this as an expansion of the collective love energy on the planet. And that would be another way to look at Valentine's Day, or to look at what the energy can best serve, how we can use the energy in a highly conscious way. So this is certainly an exciting time period, at least in astrology, as we see these connections, these things coming together. You could feel a shift in yourself. You could feel something in your heart space has changed. You could feel something has lightened up, that you're complete with something that was very big and very significant. Again, because the two rulers of the nodes of fate are together, there's something that's changing in what we believe is possible. There's new openings here. There's new potentials. And as Mars and Venus travel together into Aquarius, we might step into these higher visions, these new potentials and understandings that we didn't see before. So lots of energy here moving, lots of openings, lots of things flowing in the chart. And we're experiencing this throughout the middle of February. So it's not just one day. I would say it begins February 12th and then goes through the Leo full moon and continues on into March, because in March we're going to have both this energy of Mars and Venus conjunct Pluto. I believe it's March 2nd and 3rd. And that's always transformative. That's always where we're going into more of what we haven't seen in ourselves. but the energy is also connecting still with that North Node of growth, as well as the South Node of completions. So we have new energies coming into our heart space, into what we love, what we value, what we want, and all of that connects to what we're understanding that we're worth, that there's things that you are able to experience in this lifetime that perhaps are brand new, that are opening you up to bigger, broader definitions of really understanding your value as a human on the planet. But also I feel this as something that's making us clearer in what we need to live a good life, in what can be simple, and how to appreciate the beauty all around us, how to appreciate what we have on this planet, because Taurus is also about the five senses, and it is being in touch with the physical world, but it's also appreciating what we can experience here while we're here on the planet. So this is quite exciting in terms of what can shift and move forward for you. And understand too, as I said, it's working with us for a number of weeks, but it really comes into play here in the middle of February. So I hope this has given you some good things to be aware of and to look at in your own life, to understand what you might be feeling, especially in regards to the shifts, and to be open to whatever is ready to come forward, come out, or start fresh, because that is a very strong energy here when it's connected to not only these nodes, the North Node and South Node, but then as it moves through the part of your chart that underwent a lot of transformation since 2020. So since 2020, if you want to put this into more of a timeline, a lot has changed for all of us. And what this energy is doing, it's bringing in the new. It's bringing in the next phase, the new starts, the new developments, and where you want to go with it in order to really choose what you want and be in that place of your own power in what you're choosing. So thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to check out that Leo full moon video, as it has some of these same themes as well as new information to consider. And as always, I appreciate you sharing, commenting, and subscribing here to my YouTube channel. I'll be back with more videos for you every Friday, as well as my podcast episodes every Monday and Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm wishing you a beautiful journey through February.